always stay ready. Hey, yeah, I'm ready. Hey, we ready.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Dragon Soul video. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, I have a power level guide for you all. I've been getting a lot of requests about people asking me on, Takeoi, how do I get a higher power level? I see people who are level like, 50 levels above me, and their power level is like 200,000 more than mine. Like, my power level is stuck at 400,000 and there's somebody with 700,000, and our level gap is only like 25 levels. Like, how the heck are they so much stronger than me? And today I'm going to show you exactly how. It's really kind of simple, but at the same time it's also something that a lot of people might overlook. And today I'm going to show you guys all of the ways of increasing your power level. But before we get started, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, that'd be great. We're on our way to 5k subs. If we do hit 5k subs, I will give away the Frost Aura, so make sure you guys hit that sub button. But let's go ahead and dive into today's video. Alright, so one of the first things when it comes to increasing your power level is obviously your items. Okay, your items are the most important thing when it comes to increasing your power level. A lot of these items give stats. Now, a lot of people don't notice, or a lot of people might, shrug this off, but these right here, these little stats right here, it may seem small, but these actually help out a lot. This shirt by itself, this Kefla shirt, probably boosts my power level a good 20 to 30,000. Like, it boosts a lot. These shirts do matter, so definitely make sure that you guys focus on getting clothing items or anything with stats, really, like the Kefla shirt, or what's another shirt that gives items? Kefla shirt, I believe the Broly shirt does. Where is that at? Yeah, the Broly Z shirt. This gives stats. Let's see what else gives stats here. The Supercell shirt, like all these shirts right here, they give stats, and these are like very important when it comes to increasing your power level. I do see some people, and I have seen some people run around on Dragon Soul with wearing like plain old clothes. Like they'll be wearing like the Goku black clothes as their stats, like, and they just be super weak because their shirt doesn't have any actual stat bonuses on it. So definitely focus on the items that have little stat bonuses, as that will increase your power level a lot. Like the whole Kefla set by itself is probably increasing my power level by 100,000. Like, just no joke. The Kefla set by itself is probably doing 100,000 for my power level. Definitely you guys need to get a full Kefla set or a full Z Broly set. Either or would do you wonders. Both of them are really great, but definitely focus on items that have stats on them and wear those items. Now, another very important item to have is actually Sand Drip. Now, some people might get confused with the Game Pass. This is not the Game Pass. This is a Sand Drip enchantment fragment. Now, these fragments are very important for your power level. These are the main things that will boost your power level up to crazy numbers. I'm talking like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. Like, these are the reason why people have their power levels in the millions when they transform these Sand Drips. Now, as you notice right here, it says right here in the little description that Sand Drip 1 gives a 5% stat bonus to forms. So that basically means your form is 5% stronger, and these Sand Drips do stack. So if you notice on my clothing right here, if I scroll all the way back up to our Kefla clothing, you notice that right here I have Sand Drip 5 on, which gives me a plus 20%. Just this shirt by itself is increasing my transformation by 20%. And like I said, it does stack. So I have Sand Drip on my shirt, I have Sand Drip 5 on my pants. That's 40% right there. Sand Drip on my shoes. That's 60%. That is 60% stat increase, or like power level increase, just from the Kefla set by itself. Like, that's crazy. That's basically 60% stacked on top of the 100,000 I already have. Like, that's honestly insane. That's a lot of power level right there, just that alone. And then obviously I have Sand Drip on my Z Broly hair. I would recommend you guys get the Z Broly hair because it does have an enchantment slot, but I do have a 10% stat bonus on my Z Broly hair. And then same thing with my accessories. My accessories, like everything I have on, has Sand Drip. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly throw this in the video because I forgot to talk about it. But if you guys also get the demon curse mark, that also boosts your stats by 15% in all areas, just in your base form. So definitely get the demon curse mark as well. I can't believe I forgot to talk about it, but I just want to bring it up in case somebody, in the comment section says, hey, you didn't bring up the demon curse mark. Definitely, if you guys get the demon curse mark, it's a 15% increase to your power level in base form. So definitely get that. That is very, very important. Sand Drip is one of the best fragments in the game. And you guys might be asking, well, Takeoi, how do I get sand drips? Like, where can I get sand drips from? Well, I'm glad you asked. There are two ways that I know of. Now, you could get them from, I believe, the Raid Crystal Shop, but I'm not 100% sure. I do know that this guy right here does sell the enchantment fragment slots, but I don't know if you can get a sand drip out of it, so I don't know about that one. But the two ways that I do know for sure that you can get a sand drip from is wishing for it and defeating the Great Ape. Now, the Great Ape sand drip drop rate is very, very low, so you won't get it every single time. I believe the drop rate is like 1% or 0.5%, or like it's just something really, really low. Like the drop rate is super low for the Great Ape. Like you'd be really lucky just to get a sand drip 1 from the Great Ape. It's really hard to get one, but it does drop it. It does drop it. But the second best way is to wish for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what it looks like when I wish for it. Let me go ahead and get my Dragon Balls here. There we go. And then I summon Shenron. So I'm gonna show you guys which wish to go for and kind of tell you guys the odds of it. It's still pretty low for Shenron, but the one thing about Shenron that's actually better than the Great Ape is that it's a guarantee to give you a level 2 or higher. Now you guys might be wondering, what's a level 2? What do you mean by level 2? What I mean by that, or tier really, what I mean by that is if you click on I wish for enchantment fragments, he will grant you 2 epic and 1 rare. Now it's not just 2 epics and 1 rare, it's actually 2 epics and a potential for a legendary. That where it says rare plus right here where it says 1 rare plus, there's a chance for that 1 rare plus to be a legendary. So you're guaranteed to get 2 epic fragments, which honestly I'm not complaining about. Epic fragments are just as important as sand drip, but also that rare plus could give you a sand drip from it. And right here it says minimum tier 2, so that means that if you do get a sand drip from this wish, it's going to be a tier 2 sand drip and not a tier 1, which is obviously a lot better. So we're gonna go ahead and just accept this wish real quick. Let's just see if we get lucky for the video. Let's just see if Shenron blesses us for the video, but if not, that's fine. Let's just see if we got lucky. Hold on, let me check here. Let's go to others. We gotta scroll all the way down to where our fragments are, and let's just see if we got lucky from Shenron. We probably didn't, but we'll just see if we got lucky from him. Okay, we got health regen 3. That's not too bad for people who want to do a health regen build. We got critical damage. That's not bad either. Increases damage of critical hits by 4%. That's not bad. That's honestly not that bad. And then we got Iron Fist 2, which is again not bad either. 5% extra damage from your melee attacks. Like that's not bad. But yeah, those are the best ways to currently power level your character. There's really not too many other ways. Obviously, leveling up will automatically make your character stronger when you put, your stats, your stat points in. But everything else like that I talked about today, item stats, stuff like item stats, sand drip, all that stuff is very important. Like make sure you guys get that stuff. Now some ways to get the stuff easier is obviously through trading. Now I do know sand drip 1 to sand drip 2 are very easy to get through trading. Like you can practically get them for free almost. A lot of people don't really value those sand drips, so if you go into a trading server, just from the top of my head, I could be very wrong about this, but just from the top of my head, you could probably get a sand drip 2 just by, actually no, a sand drip 3 just by trading like a Kefla shirt. Like they're kind of they're kind of worth it, like especially if you guys don't have any sand drips at all. If you trade in like a Kefla shirt and like maybe a full Kefla set, you could probably get a sand drip 3 or a sand drip 4 from it. Like it's really easy to get sand drip. Now obviously don't take that to heart. I don't know the values of sand drip 4 or sand drip 5, but I do know sand drip 1, 2, and 3 are very easy to get. They're not too expensive. And usually you'll find people who just want to get rid of them because, a lot of people probably have access, sand drip 1, 2, and 3 because you know, the main prize to go for is Sandra 4 or 5. Those are the main ones to go for. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this video, you know, helpful. Hopefully you guys, you know how to increase your power level. Just to go over it one more time, obviously get clothing items that have stats on them. The Kefla set, the Z Broly set, get those sets because they will help you out a lot, especially if you want to trade for Sandrip. They will help you out a lot. And obviously get Sandrip, you know, wish for it, maybe fight the Great Ape or go trading for it, but that's pretty much what you want to do. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your boy Takeoi. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and peace out.